On a sunny day like this, I mean, it's sunny, but it's cloudy. We're going to have the cloud coming and going. So while that's happening, I'm going to quickly tell you what we're doing today. So today we're talking about this little filter over here. It's a NiSi variable filter. It's a 1 to 5 stop variable ND filter. So it means you have 5 stops in there. Now you can adjust this on the fly to correct the exposure, just like we're doing right now. So for example, if you don't use this filter, and I really wanted to shoot at a really nice shallow depth of field, it would look totally different. So by adjusting the ring, you can see how the exposure is changing. I know it's going to probably be too bright or too dark, but I'm just showing you for example, depending how strong the light is that's coming in, we can change it, and it is absolutely superb. So this is what it would look like if I wasn't using the filter. And you can see it's really bright, it's overexposed. So to fix this, I will have to adjust my aperture, and I'll have to increase that according to the light. Now the sun has gone behind the cloud again, so I'm not sure how much adjustment that would need, but I probably wouldn't be able to shoot at 2.8 like I intend to. We've got the filter back on, and we can adjust that on the fly, and that is a benefit of this, where as the light keeps changing, we can adjust the filter as we need, and we don't have to increase our shutter speed, ISO or aperture. Just adjust this power of this filter, and off you go. Beautiful looking exposed image, shooting at an aperture that you want to shoot at. So normally higher apertures like 2.8, 1.2, 1.4, whatever that might be, this filter is really good with that. So let's go to the studio where we're going to do a little unboxing, and I'm going to talk to you about the features of this fantastic filter. Just to say that this is a sponsored video. Thank you, NiSi, for sponsoring the video. I just thought I'd get that bit out of the way. The one we're talking about is the new and updated variable ND. This is a 1 to 5 stop variable ND, and it's the new True Color filter. So what does that actually mean? Well, when they use the term True Color, they're basically talking about color shift. What you don't get with this, like you might do with other brands, is a color shift. You get the color as it is using this filter. It's like for like. It is so good, and this is down to the coatings on there. Some other filter brands have too many coatings on there to protect the filters, and then it does have a slight color shift. The way these guys have done it is it prevents that, so the coatings are still on there. It just does eliminate any color shift on that, and it is absolutely great. So quick unboxing. There's nothing in the box because I've unboxed it already. So the filter itself is here. This is the new pouch, and I absolutely love it. It is so cute. It is this little mini filter like pouch which looks superb. It looks so nice, and it's so cute. You've got the same features on there with the same shape, the curvature, the logo, the leather feature piece over here, and then the nice little Velcro touch here as well. Now this one actually does come with a lens hood as well, and that is pretty unique. It's really good. It's really easy, just like the other lens cap. It goes on just like a breeze. I'll show you in a second. You also get a hard case, so if you don't want to be carrying this with you, you can put that in your bag. Really easy to carry, really lightweight and stuff. It's protected and looked after quite well. Okay, let's close that. Sorry. Okay, so this element doesn't actually come attached. I've attached it because I've been using it today, and it just basically screws into it. Coming onto the filter itself, it is made out of aluminium, and it's pretty lightweight. I mean, it's not heavy. It's about similar of a lens cap, maybe, give or take, about a lens cap and a half. I mean, that's literally all it weighs. And the lens cap itself is lighter than the lens cap. It is so light. And as I mentioned, it goes on really easy. Like, it feels magnetic, but it isn't. I mean, it's bizarre. It's just so smooth, so good. I love it. Well done, guys. Yeah. And what you also have is this detail over here on the lens where you can actually put it on and off so much easier, and it really does help not getting any scratches or getting stuck anywhere because of these little, you know, kind of raised areas. I'm not quite sure what they call it. There is a term for it, but I'm not quite sure what it is. As I mentioned, this is a 1 to 5 stop filter, and it does have hard stops. And what that prevents it doing is creating the X effect like you get in many other filters. So when you are going, you're not having to push it any further than where it should go, and there's no force on there. Like some of them you have to guess, are you going to cross over, and it goes over again. This one doesn't. It stops exactly where it needs to stop, and you've got the markings of 1 to 5 on there, so you know exactly what stop you're using and how that is working. What it also has is a larger thread on the front, and it's very slim. What that helps you to do is, if you're going to put anything on here, it's going to help prevent any vignetting on a 15mm lens. So what I'm going to do is put this on a 15mm lens and see how easy it is to put on. And you can also probably just about see there's a slight little coating on here. So it does have an anti-reflective, waterproof, anti-droplet coating on here, similar to what they have on all the other NiSi filters. So really superb technology that they've got out. So on here it is an 82mm thread. It does come in other sizes as well, and it just goes on nice and easy, so long as your your thread on your lens is fine. So there it is, it's on, and there you go. The stops are just like that, nice and easy. You just twist it and you turn it, done, and you know exactly where to stop and you know exactly where to go. Now when that is on your lens, depending how it is, it's easy just to twist and turn and use it as you want. It's not difficult at all, and it's so smooth. So the transition from inside to outside, for example, which is where you'd probably use this quite a lot, or on a cloudy day where it's sunny and then the sun's gone and it's gone behind the clouds again, you'd probably use this again. If you're shooting at 24 frames per second on a DSLR, your shutter speed will be about 1/50, and having it so low sometimes means you're getting too much light coming into your sensor. So the way you'd normally correct this is by increasing your aperture to maybe f8, f11, depending on the sunlight. You'll have to compensate using the aperture, and the ISO will be at about 100. But sometimes you don't want that effect. Sometimes you want it to be shallow and you want the subject to pop, to stand out, to really, be the focus subject just there, and you want everything else to be blurred around it. This is the way to achieve it. You can shoot at 2.8 or shallower or higher using this filter, and all you do is rotate it to 5 stops. If that isn't enough, they do come into a 5 to 9 stop as well, and you can use that. So basically with 2 filters, you've got an equivalent of 10 individual filters in there. The obviously ease of use is that you don't need to change them, and it's so much easier and lighter and less clutter and a lot less to take away. For video work, I highly recommend using one of these. We did go out and we did use this today. I used this on a shoot with a dancer, and what I really wanted to capture was her beauty, her eyes, and really highlight the detail. And the way I did this was I shot using the 85mm, and I used one of my NiSi adapter rings to step it up a little bit and then place this onto that, and I was able to shoot at 1.2 all the way up to 2.8 using the filter, and I was able to just adjust it as the sun was coming in and going out of the shot. And this is the result we got. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys.